is the latest feel-good movie brought to us. It's based off a book, and it's also an American adaptation to, I believe, a Swedish film that was made not too long ago. In this movie, Tom Hanks plays a man called Otto. He's this cynical, grumpy old man. He hates the world. He seemingly hates everybody. He's pissed off at everything. He wants nothing to do with anybody. And then one day, a new family moves into his kind of apartment complex-ish. That's what I think it is anyway. Anyways, they move in a few buildings down. They're trying to befriend him, trying to reach out to him, and they're tugging on his heartstrings slowly but surely. And you guys can kind of guess how this movie's gonna unfold, so let me tell you what I thought about it. So first of all, I'll get into it right now. Tom Hanks does a good job in this movie. Now, is this going to win him an Oscar? Probably not, but he does the part well here. Because he just kind of plays what I think your stereotypical old man is supposed to be like. He's old, he's burnt out, so many of his loved ones are gone, or feel like they're gone. He kind of feels alone, he kind of feels just done with the world and done with life, and he's just kind of waiting for his time. I think it was a solid representation of what I'm sure a lot of older people feel like, when they lose their family and their spouse and their friends, and they kind of just reach a point where they feel alone in the world and they don't feel like there are other people out there that they can connect with from their own time. They just feel like they've had it. But also, I did like the representation of his community, the neighbors who are around him. The newer family, they just see this cynical old man all by himself. They want to help him any way they can. They want to reach out to him any way they can. He's kind of just, slamming the door in their face, wants nothing to do with them, but gradually starts opening up to them and being a part of their lives. Like, they see a man who just needs some love and support, and he maybe sees a reason to carry on for this family in a way. Even the dynamic with the people who have known him for years. They're just like, he wasn't always like this. We remember a time when he was very loving and accepting and, was just a good guy to be around. Again, it kind of reassures you that, like, deep down, somewhere inside this really cynical man who's so negative all the time, there's still the positive side of him that wants to come out. But what I really think was the cherry on top with this movie was the way it showed what Otto's life was like before all this. Kind of shows what he did, how he built the relationships he had, how he found, the woman he loved, how he developed the friendships he had in the community, how he helped build the community that he has. And you kind of see the tragedy that followed with him, and it makes you understand him more, and it kind of helps you see, yeah, you know what, if I went through some of that shit, I wouldn't have the most positive outlook on the world. Everyone will tell you to move on, press forward, and live your life, but when you lose so much, it's really hard to do that. And that's what I'll just say right now. Is this movie familiar? Yeah, it follows a concept and a story that we have seen a million times over. It's very predictable. You can probably kind of guess how the movie's going to end, but with a movie like this, emotionally, that's where you want to be really strong. Because you can go on this journey that this movie has, and you can know exactly how it's going to end up and how it's going to get there, but you want to feel like emotionally it hit you some way. Because that's ultimately what you want a movie like A Man Called Otto to do. Break your heart a little bit, and then put it back together and just make you feel rejuvenated. And for the most part, I would say this movie did that. So yeah, short, sweet review for you guys, but all in all, A Man Called Otto, it did its job. I think Tom Hanks played the role of a senile old man very well. I like seeing the story behind Otto, what his life was like beforehand, why he kind of is what he is now. Really like the dynamic between him and his community, namely the new family that moves in. I like seeing how it really progresses each of their storylines. It's a feel-good movie. It's an emotional movie. It'll definitely tug at your heartstrings at more ways than you can think of. It's very familiar. It's very formulaic. But you know what? It works. And in the end, if you're looking for a good, solid, feel-good movie to check out, this isn't a bad one to do so. So that's all I'm going to say, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. And as always, don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.